Who we have in the building, y'all. In the building right here on 100.7 WBZ. We got Tiger Time in the building. Y'all still give a big round of applause. Yeah. Tiger Time in the building, y'all. What's going on? Tiger Time, Tiger Time, Tiger Time, Tiger. What are we going to talk about today? Tiger Time is in the building. Tuskegee University students are in the building right here on the best station in the nation, 100.7 WBZ.
All right, y'all. We're here at 100.7 FM WUBC. With your boy DJ Booty Rush, Hear Me TV, Tuskegee Virtual TV, channel 181 in town, channel 19 on campus. With Pat Wallace, the director, Kimberly Wright, Butch Baxter, and today's Jordan. It's her birthday today.
It's her birthday, y'all.
Happy birthday, Jordan.
Happy birthday. What do we got on the agenda today? Tiger Time.
Well, today we'll be talking about life as an HBCU student. And if you don't know what HBCU stand for, it's historically Black College Universities.
Okay. For the people that don't know what it stands for, she just gave it to you. That's Tootie. On the facts of life. No, I'm just playing.
That's way before my time.
Okay. Who gonna kick it off? Who gonna kick it off today?
Well, on my perspective as a Tuskegee, as a college student, I'm a homebody now. In high school, I used to party all the time. Make sure I was at every scene. Make sure I was at every party, every turn up, all of that. But as soon as I got to college, I just kind of felt like it was all played out. But I mean, everybody here parties. It's not like I'm not a part. I don't discredit people partying. It's just nowadays I'd rather be at the house watching TV, kicking it by myself. Classes, I'm gonna pull up sometimes, but you'll catch me on campus for class. That's it, though.
Let me ask you this: can you let some of the young people that's out there listening, what some of the most important things of being an HBCU, especially as a college student, or some of the great things that they need to really look out for when they're getting ready to go to school?
I think the most important thing as an HBCU student is the way that you network or connect with other colleges or alumni or students on campus. Is just like so much comes out of it as being. I know one of my friends had on a Tuskegee shirt in Popeyes one day, and they got a free meal because they saw that they had on the shirt.
Wow.
Like everywhere you go, people are watching. When you have your paraphernalia on, they're gonna see that you're in school. We like that, and they I had met someone in the mall. I saw her. She had on a Tuskegee shirt on. And I was like, I like your jacket. And she just connecting with me. Make sure when you graduate, call me. I got her number and everything. I don't remember her name at the moment, but it's in my phone.
Right.
Just connecting and just make sure you talk to people. Just because I'm not in parties don't mean I'm not out here doing something for my degree or furthering my degree. So yeah, I just think it's all about connecting and make sure you know people.
That's great. That's great. And that's for.
I guess I'll go next.
Yeah. Keon.
All right, my name is Keon. I'm proud of everybody. How you doing? So I came from this high school. It's predominantly white, and it's called Vestavia Hills in Birmingham.
Okay.
And you know, coming to Tuskegee was like a huge culture shock. You know, you go from predominantly white to predominantly black. You know, people act different, they talk different, they walk different, they dress different. So it was like, you know, you had to get used to it. You know, you're in college, your parents not waking you up every day telling you to go to class, and you know, you gotta like be an adult is the first stage of growing up. You know, so I feel like in going to HBCU, you know, I carry that pride. Like everywhere I go, they be like, "Oh, where you go?" I be like, "Oh, I go to Tuskegee." "Oh, you go to Tuskegee? You smart? You know this? Do you know this person, that person?" You know, I feel like Tuskegee carry a huge weight. You know, it's like going to an HBCU is different from a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution. You know, it's historical. You know, the buildings might look different. You know, the classes are much smaller. So I feel like that's an easy way to network with the teachers. You know your professor. Right. You talk to them, go to the office hours. They can help you out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a family. Like everybody's cool. Like I know I was at Tuscaloosa like around Christmas time. You know, I can walking down to school, like speaking to people. They look at you like, oh, you know, they don't say anything back. When you go to Tuskegee, you say hey, people gonna say hey, they gonna high five you, they gonna talk to you, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, make sure you're having a good day. So I feel like that's a part of going to HBCU. It's like a family.
It is. It really is. Especially Tuskegee it's something very, very valuable and very beautiful about this school and the city and the town. And what you say?
Well, I would say going to Tuskegee, definitely embrace the struggle. Like just live in the moment. It's okay. It's an HBCU. You know, there's some things that really build character here, I will say. Right. Freshman year, I wasn't patient. I didn't have any patience for anything. I thought everything was supposed to be handed to me, but the Tuskegee struggle is real, and it has really matured me. So I would definitely say to incoming students, be prepared to grow up really fast.
With me, any advice that I would give to someone going to a HBCU is to be open-minded. Like me, I went to high school in Tuskegee, all black. Right. And you know, a lot of people think just because you went to an all-black high school and you go into an all-black college, you kind of get the same, but it's so different because I have friends that's from California, from Chicago, and when I tell you, like, their culture is so much different, so you really have to be open-minded, you know, to learn their culture as their culture, not to learn their culture through your culture. Like, really, like, immerse yourself within their culture so you can really understand what it's like to be from out west, you know, like what it's like to be from Chicago. And we're all black. Right. So it's like we all coming together because we have one common goal, and that's to graduate. And that's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen at a HBCU, because you see people just like you wanting to do the same thing as you. It's just we all going through our own different paths to get to graduation. Right. So it's like, you know, that's the most beautiful thing.
And it's wild because I think that if you go to college, I think every student should live in a dorm at least a one semester or a year, because you really appreciate your apartment. You really appreciate your roommate when you get a good roommate. You know what I'm saying? Because some people have the roommates, they say roommates from the H. You know what I mean? Roommate. You know what I'm talking about? And you get those in college because, you know, you got to think about it. You guys don't know each other at all. You know, y'all didn't do the buddy system and nothing like that. You know, this person comes from Milwaukee. You don't know what they dealing with, or, you know, what kind of issues that they got. And you be like, man, I got to, you know, and you're forced to really live together. You know what I mean? And that would make it so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you can live with anybody. As long as you acting right, you can live together. And you guys can live, it's 100-some people in each dorm. You know what I'm talking about? That's a lot of people that live in one quarters together, taking shower with each other. You know what I'm talking about? It's real serious, man, and it's real. It's real. They have to at least stay in the dorm at least a semester or a year in order to appreciate going to a HBCU. Guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really great. And you guys can, you build a type of relationship that can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? And you see a person 10 years from here, you're like, that's what's his name? They about got fat or something like that, but you know what I'm saying? That still be him. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody pick up a weight after 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then it just automatic come back to you. You know what I'm saying? It could be some guy you just spoke to every now and then at the cafeteria that you never was really friends, but you knew, you know what I mean? You just knew him. You know what I'm saying? So It's beautiful, man. I just don't know how to explain it for real, because there's so many different ways, you know, you can go with it. But it's all beautiful, though.
And then another thing I would like to add on is, you know, watch the people that you come in contact with, because you never know who you will see again. Like Tuskegee is known for breeding doctors,
Right.
breeding engineers, and things of that nature. So it's like you got to watch, because you never know who's going to be that person to hire you. So take advantage of that.
I'm going to tell you a secret, too. You know those people that go to class all the time, they're in the library all the time, and they're studying all the time? Be nice to them. Be nice to them, because some of the people, oh, that nerd, you know, be nice to them, because them people you're going to see in the future. Guaranteed. You know what I'm talking about? That's just a nice little secret to let you guys know. You know what I mean? It ain't all about the people who could turn up the hardest. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't all about that. It's all about them people hitting them books.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Call them nerds in in college. We call that in high school. In college, we calling you buddies.
You ain't never heard that before. You buddies?
I don't call nobody nerds no more. If I see you doing your work, I'm about to be your friend.
Oh, you got to be their friend. I mean, be nice to them. You know what I'm talking about? Just be nice to them. Network with them. You know what I mean?
Please.
Because they gonna know that.
About networking.
And especially in your class. Oh my God, they're in your class. You gotta be friends with them, because they're gonna always have their work done. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I'm saying? You might have been out all night. You're gonna need bumping on the shoulder. You may need a little help. You know what I'm saying? A little boost off or something.
Speaking of friends,
be careful who you call a friend.
No, what I was gonna say is, it is really hard to mix your home friends with your college friends. I
Right.
cannot do it for
Right.
some reason. Like my friends here, I brought one friend to my best friend. She had a 21st birthday back in Birmingham. I took her there, and it didn't work well at all. I'm like, okay, I can't bring you back.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not working. Like my friends back home are totally different from my friends here.
Exactly.
It's just not good to mix them. I don't know. Just leave them. I'm not gonna say just leave them like separate, but it.
He had said it earlier, you know, when you get to college, you know, your whole thing just changed. And when you get to college, man, from high school, you could be like kind of like a nerd in high school, but when you get to college, you can be the man. And it have happened like that. It had happened like that. You know what I'm saying? People really didn't notice them people when they got to college. Like, he pledged what? You know, you know what I'm saying? He did what? You know what I mean? He the president of SDA and all this right there. You know what I'm talking about? You never know. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you get to college, you can change your whole identity. Don't nobody know where you come from, your struggle, your background, whether you're rich or you're poor, you, when you get to college. Until somebody follow you home or something like that, different story. You know, like you said, you bring your, But other than that, you can be whoever you want to be when you come to college. Anybody. You could be a celebrity. They don't know you're not a celebrity, but you can act like you one. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And people do that. You know what I'm saying? When you come to college, you can do what you want to do. Whole other identity, a whole other different world.
High school is kind of hard though.
It's hard because everybody know you.
So
Everybody know everybody.
Up and everything. Like I wasn't no lame. I'm just saying. Like I know people that was like it was hard for some folks. Like so I can imagine like that transition from them trying to be who they weren't to who they trying to be in college is like probably hard for them. So I don't know. So
Push it up to her mouth.
Okay. I was done anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, like to piggyback off what she said, people do get to college and change. Like you see people who, like she said, was lame in high school. They get to college and glow up, or they meet the right friends,
right?
Hanging out with different people, partying all the time. You know, people. College can change you for better or for worse.
It can. It can do either or. Yeah, you're right. Either or. You're right.
But I got a question for the panel. I would say, what was the hardest adjustment to college? What was the hardest?
Living in Tuskegee, I had to move to Auburn. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I stayed on campus for a year, so that was my hardest thing.
I would say balancing school and extracurricular activities. Like I was trying to, you know, be a scholar but still maintain that social status. So, and that's a real like hard balance because. And then another thing, especially when you're on scholarship, like I'm on a ROTC scholarship, so you have to give them your time. You have to, and that was really hard balancing all of that out. You know, trying to be in the limelight and also be about your books and also. Do what you got to do for, you know, who's ever giving you your scholarship. Right. So I think that was the hardest.
I would say the hardest for me was definitely making priorities. Like Tootie said, you want to go out, you want to party, but you also want to be in your books. You also want to join these clubs. And so my freshman year, I did everything. Like I tried to do everything. Mm-hmm. And so I realized really quick that I was stressed. I was burnt out. And so as I got older and, you know, transitioned through the years, I realized that there's certain things that I should focus more on.
Okay, great.
Well, I would say mine was ROTC because You wake up at 5:30 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And now I'm a junior, so we have to wake up at 6 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So every day of the week I'm up before 6 o'clock, getting ready. So it's like hard trying to still do the stuff you used to do freshman year. I would say freshman year is the year you experience new things. You join clubs, new friends, try different stuff. Because you never know what you would like until you try it. So.
Right. You don't know what you want to major in, or nothing, undecided, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I got one more. I'm sorry. Another hard one is financial struggles.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I have to worry about, okay, I can eat this today, save a little bit so I can eat the rest tomorrow, then spend some more money the next day so I can. My parents only gave me $100 a month my freshman year. But see, I didn't have a job then and I didn't drive. So I was like, okay, that's all right. But now I was getting older. I have 2 jobs. I'm in school full time. I have car payments. I have car insurance. I have to pay. I need to make sure I'm focused on that. So yes, I have a lot of things to worry about besides school, but I try to make school my priority. But I gotta pay my stuff too.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I had a job for like a month. I just, like she said, at a certain time, at a point in time, I was just like, this isn't a priority anymore. It was interfering with my school. It was interfering with the activities I'm involved in on campus. And so I really think, like I said, you have to prioritize what you're trying to accomplish when you're in school. You have to think, how's this going to affect me in the future? In Kroger, I don't see that my future.
One quick question for all of you. What do you think is the best decision that you made in college?
Ooh.
My best decision was definitely coming to at HBCU. Like Keon said, I went to a predominantly white school. Okay. I grew up a military brat, so moving around, I never really had the chance to be around my people. And so now it's gotten to a point where it's normal to me. So when I go back home to Huntsville, I see, other people, I mean, like,
see, she'll turn to the Black Panther too.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not Wakanda anymore. So I definitely think HBCU was the best experience for me.
That's good. I like that one.
I would say ROTC was a big factor because it helped my discipline, my attitude, behavior towards things. Like I know I couldn't party all night and then still have to wake up the next morning. So it really helped me, like you said, priorities.
Right.
It helped me get on track, stay, focused, helped me keep balance in my life. So I would say that was a big part of my decision.
Okay. Look.
I think my best was probably staying here because it's hard to stay here with it's so expensive. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's my hardest thing is just staying. But I'm glad I stayed, and it's the best decision because now I'm going to have a degree in communications, and that's going to take me far. So I am glad that I'm staying and that I stayed because I could have been transferred, but I didn't. So that's it.
I would say my best decision that I made in college was to change because I went through a lot from my freshman year up until my junior year, and I tried to stay the same,
right? And
I failed at a lot of things, a lot. Like when I say failure was hitting me in all aspects of my life, like I failed at a lot of things, and it was like I had to change. Mm-hmm. So I when I changed, everything got better because I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to do better and be better.
Right.
Yeah, I can piggyback off of that. You have to adapt. I'm very stubborn. So I came to school thinking these are people I'm going to hang out with. These are things I'm going to do. And like Tuti said, I realized very fast that it's not me against Tuskegee. You really just have to adapt to your environment. Mm-hmm. And it'll be better off in the long run. It'll be hard at first, but.
1 minute left. Okay. Yeah, but have you guys, okay, let me ask you this then. Since you guys been here, have you, because I know everybody kind of picky, about what they eat and stuff like that. Have you guys ate something that you know that you normally wouldn't eat, but when you got to school, it's totally different? When you was at home and you like, I don't want that. I don't
like
eat that.
Cereal.
Cereal?
I eat cereal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But you didn't eat it when you was in high school?
Not as much.
Not as much, but now what about the ramen noodles and stuff like that?
Yes, I remix noodles all the time. I make like chicken Alfredo noodles. I make like stir fry noodles. Like my roommates joke with me because I'll just like find stuff in the refrigerator and I'll hook them up. They'll be good.
Like, you can use that noodles with anything, man. They've been around for a long time. Noodles have. They were around when I was in school too. You know, tell me, even when Kim was in school. She a vampire. But we got to roll out of here. Thank y'all for coming in. Anybody, y'all give a big shout out real quick?
My grandmother, my whole family, really, and gang.
Shout out to gang as usual. And my mom, my family. Happy birthday, Kari, even though it's this weekend.
Okay.
Shout out to my family, my grades. You know, don't let me go.
Grades?
Y'all been doing good this week.
Okay.
Shout out to me, because I'm still here.
All right.
Shout out to God. Shout out to God.
to
For real.
God.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Yeah, make sure y'all go watch Black Panther, man. They need to watch that for real. That's been our time. February the 22nd, 2018. We got Tiger Time in the building. We'll be back next week on another episode. So y'all get them a big round of applause, and we're going to play that ball and parlay.